Hey guys, what's up? It's Tees here coming at you with another Fresno State Bulldogs Dynasty in College Football 25. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the series. Currently, we are sitting at 10-2. We are number 12 in the nation going up against number 18 Boise State for the Mountain West Championship. Hopefully, we get the dub and that locks in our position in the college football playoff. But before we get started, if you guys do like the series, please leave a like. If you are new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Check out my Tips for Tees videos and take advantage of those in College Football 25 to win more games. But let's jump in right now to the Mountain West Conference Championship. We are playing at home. As you know, the Mountain West Conference, they use the home field of the number one team in the Mountain West Conference, and that is currently us, Fresno State. As we are not able to complete our first pass of the drive here, we're rocking our all-black jerseys here. Honestly, I could not wait for these to get dropped because when they announced these on Twitter, I was just so stoked and could not wait for that to happen. As it is now 3rd down and 1, we're dropping back to pass, looking, finding Jalen Moss for the first down. Or no, it is short, 4th and inches. Oh my goodness, we are definitely going for it. That has been our mantra all year long as we hand it off to Rivers, and he's able to pick up the first down. 2nd down and 2 now from the 44-yard line. Ivy dropping back to pass. Fires to the left side here. Finds Agaziba for the first down, but he's got an injury, and that is not good, especially coming up to the potential college football playoff. We do not want him injured. 2nd and 8 now, running the jet sweep to the left side, and can Moss take it to the end zone? He can! Finds the end zone after a good jet sweep call by Pat Hill, our head coach here, giving us a 7-0 lead early in the game. I'm not going to lie, though, one thing that I'm a little irritated about is a lot of our players, even though it's cold, we're wearing white. Why are we wearing white and not black? It looks so weird when you have an all-black jerseys, even though we're not rocking the black helmets this time, and you have white undersleeves. Like, what are we doing there? 2nd down and 10 here for Boise State, finding the running back over the middle of the field for the first down here. A few plays later in the drive, 1st down and 10 from the 39-yard line. They are moving the ball pretty effectively here. Quarterback drop back to pass and barely gets away. And after evading the pressure, throws a dot to, I believe, a running back, because you should not have a 22 number and not be a running back. That'd be really weird if they're a receiver. But we do get the ball back here on the 24-yard line here. Going to try and run a jet sweep to the right side, and we get stuck right there, and we're not able to do anything. As you see, Agaziba did come back into the game, so it must not have been too bad of an injury. We are facing a 3rd down and 10 here. Drop back to pass looking, going for Agaziba again. Hold on to the ball, and I don't know if there's going to be anyone who can catch him. I believe he's rocking a 96 speed, and he will take it to the end zone. Oh my goodness, dropping plates, everything over here. 76-yard touchdown from Ivy to Agaziba. That is going to be quite the connection over the next few years. Boise State gets the ball back, hands it off to start the drive, and they're only able to pick up 1 yard. A few plays later, 3rd down and 5 from the 28-yard line. We're now into the second quarter here. Quarterback drop back to pass, looking, got a few players over the middle, but he's not able to find anyone as Nate Chong picks up another sack, adding to his total. I think it's about 12 to 13 so far, and that's insane for a linebacker. As we get the ball back after a punt, running a little screen here, Rivers does not have the best juke move. Probably one of the slowest that I've ever seen in a running back in this game. As we are now facing a 2nd down and 3, running an out route with Jalen Moss, gets it, catches it, breaks a tackle, and gets us to about the 12-yard line as we are now facing a 3rd down and 7, setting up the hot routes here. Drop back to pass, looking, doesn't find anything, and we have to take a sack there. Good coverage sack. Kick the field goal, and we do convert, and that thing was launched as we take a 17-7 lead here late in the second quarter here, and the quarterback for Boise State starts off the drive with an absolute dot in between 3 defenders. Facing a 2nd and 1 here, and we get a sack, another sack. I believe this was Nate Chong again with the sack. He has added to his total, and you will see at the end of the year how many sacks he's had. It's kind of crazy. 3rd down and 9, drop back to pass, looking, tries to hit number 22 again and does, gets out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Just bad tackling in pursuit by the Fresno State Bulldogs here. 2nd down and 10, another sack. Oh my goodness. Nate Chong's 3rd sack of the day. Now they are facing a 3rd down and 19. We still have all 3 timeouts left, so as long as we hold them here, which we do, 4th down and 10, we will use our first timeout and try to pick up some points before the first half ends. As we are now facing a 2nd down and 10 from the 20-yard line here, trying to go deep to Agaziva, and he comes down with it. Oh my goodness, what a catch. 4 catches over 100 yards before the first half is over. Agaziva, the 5-star freshman that we picked up this year, has been an absolute blessing to this team as we hand the ball off here to Rivers. And now we are facing a 3rd down and 16. 36 seconds to go here. We got 1 timeout left. Drop back to pass, looking, going deep, and he's not able to corral this one, but that is okay. Though we do have to punt, and that ends the first half 17-7. Boise State starts the ball in the second half here as they try to hand the ball off here and pick up about 2 yards there. And they are now looking at a long 3rd down here. Drop back pass, looking, and oh my goodness, Maverick Roos was so close to picking that ball off, tipped off his fingers. Boise State is forced to punt on the 3 and out to start the second half. First play here on our drive as we run it for about 15 to 16 yards with Rivers to the right side there. But now we are facing a 3rd and 10. We are somewhat in range for a field goal, but we need to get it closer to make it a little bit easier. And oh man, the cornerback jumps the comeback route and picks it off. You got to be careful with those comeback routes to make sure that the corner is not reading that, and he did beautifully. And now Boise State's got the ball on the 36-yard line, and if they score here, they could definitely make this a game as they are only able to pick up 2 yards here. And at the very next play here, after an incompletion, they're looking at a 3rd down and 8. Quarterback's dropping back to pass. Doesn't see anything. He looks like he's going to try to do it himself. He is. And we stop him barely. 4th down and inches. Fortunately, they did punt here as we're running the RPO to the left side here. No one's going to be going after Agaziva here. Or excuse me, that's Jalen Moss. And he takes it for about 38 yards, I think. 28. I think maybe 28 yards for the 1st down there. Very next play here, drop back to pass, looking, finds Tarwater, breaks a tackle there. That was a pretty cool animation, and we pick up the 1st down. 2nd down and 7 now from the 43-yard line, just starting the 4th quarter here, running a jet sweep to the left side again with Jalen Moss, and he's taking it outside, and there's not much that anyone can do there. Unfortunately, we did not get a late hit out of bounds there, but it is okay. As there's now 2nd down and 5 here, dumping it off to Greenberg. Tried to get down, but got caught in the animation of getting tackled. So it is what it is, but we did pick up the 1st down there. 1st down and 10 here. Ivy's dropping back to pass, looking, finds a wide open Tarwater, and oh, did he get flipped. I thought he was going to be able to take that into the end zone, but he did not. But that is okay, as it allows us to run out the clock a little bit more. Hands it off to Rivers, and boy, did he sky on that one, huh? He just looked like he bounced off a trampoline for the score to give us a 24-7 lead late in the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 10 now for Boise State, and the quarterback dropping back to pass, looking, finds the tight end over the middle, and it looks like they're going to be forced with a 3rd and 1, excuse me, getting all the troops back onto the ball. No huddle here as they're trying to score as quickly as possible, and he throws it, and it gets picked by Ellington. Oh my goodness, what great coverage that he played right there, and he will take this one to the house for a pick 6. Oh my goodness, if that doesn't seal the game up right there, I don't know what will, as we end up taking a 31-7 lead late in the 4th quarter. Defense wins games, defense wins championships, and wow, that was absolutely huge by the defense there as the Boise State gets the ball again. Quarterback's looking as all day to throw and ends up just throwing this one out of bounds. Great coverage by the defense there as the quarterback was not able to find anything there. As they're now looking at a 2nd down and 10, quarterback somehow throws it off his back foot across his body. Absolute dot. Gets the 1st down. Very next play, and Maverick gets his interception. Let's go, Dogs. That was absolutely huge, and that one should ice and seal the game effectively there, and it did. And we end up winning the Mountain West Conference 31-7. Sorry, Mountain West Conference Championship game 31-7. Defense played absolutely insane, and Brian Ivy was the player of the game. 270 passing yards, 2 TDs, and 75% completion percentage. So overall, great game. Did we get in the college football playoff? We will see as we get the little notification that we won the Mountain West Conference. That is sweet. I think it's the 2nd time that we've done it so far in this dynasty, as we pick up a 4-star center from Syracuse, New York, coming from the opposite end of the country, and another 4-star center, this one from Texas. So our recruiting class is looking very, very good here, as we did make the 2026 college football playoff here. As you see, we're the 4th seed and we could go up against the winner against Charlotte and Florida, and potentially play Clemson after the winner of Georgia and Kansas State. So there is a lot of teams here that are playing, but the biggest surprise in my opinion is probably Penn State being number 2, and also Charlotte, the 16th seed, 11-2, making the college football playoff as we get a 3-star tight end here after we simulate the bye week here. Defensive player of the week, of course, Nate Chong. We got 30 tackles for losses as a freshman middle linebacker. He is going to be a stud for the remainder of his career in red and white, or red and navy, or whatever the colors that, Fresno State rocks. But he won the best linebacker of the year, and it looks like we're going to go up against Charlotte in the Cotton Bowl. They upset Florida. Oh my goodness, making them 12-2. That is crazy. I did not expect to be playing Charlotte. I thought it was going to be Florida, but they won 27-1 pretty handily. So we got the winner of Georgia and Clemson if we do pull off the win against Charlotte. And then on the other side, you got Washington, LSU, and Ohio State, Penn State. So this is going to be very, very interesting, but let's see how we do against Charlotte in the Cotton Bowl. Remember, last year we actually played, I think we got to the quarterfinals, so right here where we are, and we lost to Texas A&M, and that was pretty embarrassing. They dominated us. Their defensive line was insane. But all of our fans here are stoked to be here again, this time rocking the all-black jerseys. Now, not just all-black with the red helmet, but all-black with the black helmet, and honestly, I think it's one of the best looks that Fresno State has. And honestly, Charlotte, they have some sick jerseys. I mean, the chrome gold helmets are gorgeous, but their overalls are about like a 79-80 compared to ours, which are 87-88. So this game should not be as difficult, even though they might have a few players that are hot right now as they start with the ball here, trying to get something off the edge here, but not able to pick up anything on that run, making it 2nd down and 10. Quarterback drop back to pass, looking, finds a receiver on a quick little hitch route there for the 1st down. Now they're facing a 2nd down and 3. Quarterback's drop back to pass. Does not have anything to run away with there. Gets sacked. Nate Chong again. You've heard that name. Another sack from him, making his name, known as the fans at Fresno State are absolutely loving it here as we force a 3rd down and 11. Quarterback drop back to pass. Looking. Oh no, Isaiah Chisholm with the pick early in the game. Defense making a stamp on this game, giving us the ball on the 35-yard line, and that is something that you want to see with the defense gaining confidence and also giving us the ball back on the turnovers. Again, fans are loving it, waving hi to their mom because they're all the way out there in Texas saying, hey, what's up, we made it. And we get the ball on the 35-yard line, running a jet sweep, to the right side here. And Agaziva, can he take it to the house? And it looks like he can. First play of the game on offense, and we score a touchdown. Let's go, Dogs. Great start to this game. Offense and defense are both clicking as we get a huge stop here, making it 2nd down and 11. So that is what you want to do, especially after a bye week. You want to come out hot, and we have definitely done that, as now Charlotte is forced to a 3rd down and 2. And they break a tackle, and oh my goodness, I thought we had him for a loss to force a 4th down there. Fortunately, though, it looks like they are going to be called by a holding penalty, and they are. And now it is 3rd down and 12, which is huge because they just picked up that 1st down. And let's see what the defense has in store for us here. It looks like running a cover 3 zone here. Throwing it to Roos, and Roos picks it off. Oh my goodness, the 2nd interception by a linebacker, might add you, in the 1st quarter, within the first 2-3 minutes of the game. So we are putting ourselves in great field position here on the 41-yard line here, as we are going to hand the ball off to Rivers, and he does not have the best read, but still somehow able to break away for about 6 yards. So that's not terrible after not the best run to start there. And look at this run. Wow. Way to pick up some yards. Great little shiftiness by Rivers as we are now faced with a 1st down and 10. Throwing it off to Agaziva, and he catches it, makes the catch, and he fumbles. Oh no, in the end zone, and Charlotte picks it up. Oh no, that is not good, but it did look like he might have been down. Let's see if they do review this, and it looks down. He looks down to me. You tell me. You be the judge here. Knee is down, ball comes out. To me, that looks like he is down. But let's see, and they do. They gave us the ball back. So we get the ball back. Very next play here, diving with Rivers to take a 14-0 lead. What a start by the Fresno State Bulldogs. Basically on the road. I know it's, technically a neutral site game. Both sides are, from opposite ends of the country. But regardless, this is a huge start, a great start for Fresno State, especially their defense. 3rd down 11 now for Charlotte. Drawn back to pass, looking, throwing it over the middle, and we do get another stop. So the defense has been on fire. They forced not even 3 3-and-outs, but they have forced 2 turnovers and a 3-and-out. So we have been absolutely on fire here as we hand this one off to Rivers again. And the offensive line has been doing their part as well. They have been creating some big holes for Rivers to run through. As we run the RPO here, no one's going to take Agaziva, so I'll easily pass that to him 9 times out of 10. Doesn't break the tackle, but does pick up the first down. He's got 3 catches for 66 yards already. So he is on fire here as we are facing a 3rd down and 5 here. Drawn back to pass, looking, and throws an absolute dot to Alan Dimke to give us a 21-0 lead early in the first quarter. What a start. You couldn't have asked for a better start from the Fresno State Bulldogs, as their fans are already starting to give you some dog chants in the crowd. As Charlotte tries to run a little RPO, and they run it to perfection there, honestly. Actually, really great pass and read by the quarterback there. Very next play here, handing the ball off to number 0, and he's able to pick up some yards for one of the first few times on their offenses. Now we are in the second quarter here, so now we're just trying to run that clock out as much as we can here. What a cutback by the running back. He's able to pick up about 15-20 yards. Great run, and they have been moving the ball very effectively on this drive, as they are now forcing a 3rd down and 6. Quarterback drop back to pass, and wow, laid him out, Ellington did, but they held on to the ball somehow as their star receiver was able to pick up the first down there. 2nd down and 4 from the 10-yard line here, so it looks like they can't pick up the first down if they don't score, and great hit right there. 3rd down and 2. Can we stop them? What's going to happen here? Tries to throw it to the tight end on an out route, but we force a field goal attempt, and I say field goal attempt because they try to run something shifty here, and I go for the block, and watch my defenders. I go for the block. They're running a fake field goal, throwing it to the tight end, and my guy was already diving and ended up stopping it. So they don't even get any points on the board after that great drive. But oh, what a play by the white corner. Wow, Charlotte's got a white corner. Don't see too many of those anymore as we're facing a 3rd down and 7, going deep. And oh no, the safety picks it off. We had an open receiver on the left side, but we wanted to go deep there, and they might actually get some points in the end eventually. But why are you waving to the crowd? Are you waving to your fans saying bye-bye? We'll see you guys later. You need to go home because the game's already over? Because you guys are down 21 points. Fans are kind of a little frustrated there because we wanted to hold a shutout. But it is what it is here. 2nd down and 10. Quarterback looking, and wow, missed it. Ellington missed a hit stick opportunity. 1st down and goal, throws an out route to their stud receiver, who picks up the touchdown to break the shutout. But it was bound to happen. We're in the college football playoff. We're going to play some good teams, so it's expected, right? And why am I showing you this kickoff? Well, this is why. Figueroa takes it to the house. This is probably the second or 3rd time that he has ran back a kickoff, and oh my goodness, he just flipped the script. They scored a TD trying to think they were back in the game, and Figueroa's like, nah, I got you, fam. Let's bring it up and score a touchdown on my own. I got you. Say no more. The only downside is our defense has to get back on the ball, but now we bring our 21-point lead back into the game here as they get the ball with less than 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. As the quarterback drawn back to pass, has all day to throw, finds his tight end on the outside, and smartly runs out of bounds after picking up the first down there. Very next play here, 1st down and 10 from the 37-yard line, drawn back to pass, looking, throws it to his speedy receiver, who does not pick up the first down, but they do get very close, forcing a 2nd down and inches. As their quarterback finds the tight end on a quick little hitch route there, easily picks up the first down, and they burn their first time out of the game. Quarterback in the shotgun here, drop back to pass, looking, and somehow gets that ball off after all that pressure that we ended up bringing, making a 2nd down and 10 here as he finds the tight end again over the middle, and he breaks a few tackles there and gets the first down. And just like that, they are moving the ball again. Hopefully we're able to stop him, and nope. Wow. That defensive end did not get faked out by the play action pass there, as they are now 2nd down and 16, drop back to pass, and I thought I had that pick. Maverick Roos thought he had that pick, and the tight end jumped up right in front of him and caught that ball, making it 3rd down and 9. And there looked like there was a little bit of miscommunication there on the quarterback and the receiver, and this time they actually try to kick it, but they can't. So it maybe makes sense why they try to run the fake earlier. But now we get the ball with 37 seconds to go and 3 timeouts, so we're trying to put some points on the board before the half ends. And oh my goodness, how did that happen? The corner tips it into Agaziva's hands. I've never seen that actually work. That was awesome. As we throw a pick, oh my goodness, that was not needed. 27 seconds. They still have some time to move the chains and potentially get some points. So the script was flipped there. As first play, we get a huge sack there, taking him out of field goal range. Second down and 19 here as a drop back to pass, and I mess up the user. Roos should have had that pick there, but now they're in field goal range here, and they're just looking to, center up this field goal, give their kicker an opportunity, and that is exactly what happens before the end of the second half. We get the ball to start the second half, though, as we get it, and fortunately, we do not, fumble it there, as it kind of looked like he was going to. It was facing a 3rd and 7, and we have to punt it after a 3 and out. So Charlotte could definitely get back into this game if they score, but will that happen? Stay tuned to find out. And what a catch by number 3, Max Brown. What a catch by him after getting absolutely smacked after making the catch here. As they're running play action to the outside here, throwing wide open number 10. Again, number 10 scoring a touchdown, their second one of the day, his second one of the day, making it an 11-point game. So we definitely need to put some points on the board to make this or breathe easier, should I say here, as we hand the ball off here on this RPO and only able to pick up 3 yards with Greenberg. Second down and 7 here. Drop back to pass, finding Agaziva over the middle, and he's able to pick up the first down, which was absolutely vital there because we're trying to, get the clock moving. And that doesn't help when trying to move the clock. Ernest Green with a false start, and that's one of my things that I don't really like, but I do kind of like at the same time. When you're trying not to do too many audibles, that's what happens. As we're facing a 3rd down and 9, Agaziva almost gets the first down as we are facing a 4th down and 1. We hand it off to Rivers, and look at that space that the offensive line created for him. Able to pick about 5-10 yards. He's averaging over 5 yards a carry. So that is huge as we're now faced with a 3rd and 6 with about 30:45 left in the game. And somehow Rivers is not able to catch this ball here, but we have a 54-yard kick, and our freshman kicker absolutely drains it, making it a 31-17 game late in the 4th quarter here as their quarterback finds their tight end, and he's just been breaking tackles all game. So that's something that we got to do. We got to make sure that we wrap up because that was the issue that we had with this player, and man, that's not good. We got to wrap up because if we allow breaking tackles, then next thing you know, they're going to break a few more, and the quarterback scrambling for his life goes deep, and what a pass breakup by our cornerback. I wasn't able to see what his number was there, but we have a 2nd down and 10, and another tight end over the middle was found for the first down, so it didn't really matter, but they are going with the no huddle, obviously, as they're trying to score as quickly as possible, and potentially, if they do score, do an onside kick to potentially tie the game if they do receive it. But the quarterback's taking way too much time here with this play call, in my opinion. Drawing back to pass, throws it off his back foot. Again, another broken tackle. Number 9 has broken probably about 8 or 9 tackles so far in this game. And that has just been, killing us. And fortunately, not too much, but still, you don't want anyone to break tackles, especially when they're able to pick up first downs when they're held in front of the first down. But again, the quarterback is taking way too much time, in my opinion, here to change the play call, though it has been working every time. So I can credit him for that. Credit where credit's due is he's just gone over the 300-yard mark as it is now 2nd down and 1. Quarterback, let's see if he makes another adjustment here. He does. And again, he's taken about 5 to 6 extra seconds here, and time is money here. And as he's dropping back to pass, looking, has no time to throw, tries to scramble to his left, but gets sacked. And now he's facing a 3rd down and long, going deep, and Isaiah Chisholm with his 2nd interception of the day. This one should wrap up the game. This one should put it on ice, and we get the ball back, and you know how I do. I know it doesn't really matter right here, but I'm going to try and score. That's what I like to do. We run the jet sweep to Agaziva, and oh my goodness, look at the space. Will he take it all the way? It's looking like he is, and he's going to showboat his way to the end zone to give us a 38-17 lead late in the 4th quarter, and it looks like Fresno State is going on to the semifinals. Quarterback scrambles to the left, and probably not the best idea there as we pick up our 5th sack of the game. Defense has been incredible here as they're facing a 3rd and 17. Quarterback's dropping back to pass here, looking, got nowhere to go, facing a 4th down and 17, our 6th sack of the game. Throwing long here, and we pick it off. This time it is Briggs, and we get it at about the 10-yard line. Oh my goodness, that should do it. Boom. trying to do the little sword there as we kneel. We are in victory formation, and we are moving on to the semifinals, folks. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We are moving on to the semifinals with this team. A true freshman quarterback, 2 true freshman wide receivers, and a great defense. So you definitely did not think that this was going to happen. At least I didn't either, as Juan Agaziva, definitely well rewarded, wins the player of the game. 10 catches, 196 yards, and 2 TDs. So again, we just won the Cotton Bowl. That is epic. We're going to the semifinals. I think this is the farthest that we've ever gone in, Fresno State history, as we get another 4-star tight end, this one from West Virginia. And we are going to go against the #1 team in the nation in the All-State Sugar Bowl, Clemson Tigers. So this is pretty much going to be a home game, so it is playing in Georgia, and Clemson is in South Carolina, and that is a quick drive to Atlanta. So this one will be the very much of a home game for Clemson. As you see on the other side, it's going to be the winner of LSU and Ohio State, the #4 and #6 teams in the nation. So we are definitely the underdog in this game, but let's jump into it. But before we do, we had to pick up another offensive coordinator as our previous one left. The cool thing was, though, he is from Southern California, so we will have a nice little pipeline there. As we jump into the game here, Clemson does start out with the ball. First play here, they're handing off to their running back, breaks a tackle, is able to pick up 7 yards, and this is not going to be like playing against Charlotte. They have a great offensive line, and it's going to be very, very difficult here. As a look at this catch and run by their receiver, oh my goodness. Third play of the game, 74-yard touchdown pass. And let's just hope that we're able to lock down more than that, because, wow, that looked way, way too easy. As we get the ball back here, running an RPO, throws it at Agaziva, breaks a tackle there, and that is huge as we get 8 yards to start the drive. A few plays later, after picking up a first down, running the jet sweep to the outside here, Jalen Moss able to take it outside. Great block there by Rivers downfield, as they're able to take it all the way down to the 35-yard line, which is absolutely huge here. So we're putting McCune on a streak. Gonna see if he's open there. He is, and he holds on to the ball after a huge hit, which is absolutely huge there. Look at this hole there. Rivers up the middle. Let's go, Rivers. My voice is getting all high because I'm getting super stoked for watching this team play here. And look at this dot by Ivy to Jalen Moss, tying the game up at 7 apiece. What a speed out route by Jalen Moss, our senior stud receiver. And he gets that much-needed touchdown, should I say, to tie the ball game up. And they run the option here, and unfortunately they didn't give it to the quarterback because we were ready to go there. A few plays later, now 3rd down and 8. Looks like they got two running backs out of the formation there, and the quarterback's scrambling to the left here. Looks like he's going to do it on his own. He's running. Can he get it on his own? He does. What a scramble by their quarterback, who actually did win the Heisman. So we are facing the Heisman winner right now as they are able to convert another 3rd down. And here we go again, 3rd down and 4. Can we stop him this time? And it looks like no, we cannot. Another 1st down, and that hopefully will be not the story of the game, that we cannot stop him and get him off the field on 3rd down, as their running back is able to take this, breaking a tackle. Just great job by the offensive line of Clemson to open up that hole there. As we got a 2nd down and 13, they dump it off to the running back, and hopefully we make the tackle, and we do, forcing a long 3rd down and 16. As long as we can hold them off here and hold it to a field goal, that would be a huge win in our opinion. As we I thought we intercepted that. We didn't, but we got him to kick the field goal there, which was a huge bend but not break moment by our defense. As it looks like they got thrown off on defense there, leaving Agaziva wide open. I don't know what happened there, but there are some glitches. If you set some things up, they might change their formation. And as again, they're doing that again here as I quickly snap it. Ivy drawn back to pass, looking, and finds Jalen Moss over the middle for the 1st down, as we're now facing 2nd down and 7, and we drop back to pass, and oh my goodness, a 12-yard loss on that sack, basically kicking us almost out of field goal range. So that is the goal here. If we can get to the 38-yard line, we might go for it, but we also might kick the field goal to tie up the game. We will see, as Ivy is setting up a bunch of hot routes here with 5 receivers wide here. Drawn back to pass. Oh, he's got a man. Oh, what a play by the cornerback, or excuse me, the linebacker, I think, number 47. And we have to punt the ball away. So we need a huge defensive stop, and what a sack there. Oh my goodness, it looked like he came in unblocked. 2nd down and 16. Running the ball here. He's got a hole, breaks a tackle. Oh no, is he gonna take it to the house? Oh my goodness, it's looking like he's gonna go all the way. Wow, a 89-yard run And look at him. He's already waving to the Fresno State fans saying, hey, see you guys later. You guys can go home now. Have a safe trip. But let's see if Brian Ivy and the Fresno State Bulldogs can do something about it as he's able to find Joel Hope on the drag route here for the first down. We got just over 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter here, trying to get one more play off before the 2-minute warning. And what a play it was here, picking up about 5 to 6 yards, putting us in third and manageable as it is now under 2 minutes, a minute 20 to go here. Dropping back to pass, looking. Agaziva wide open, catches it, and he gets laid out, but we picked up the first down. We're now under a minute to go in the second quarter. Dropping back to pass. He's dropped back way too much here, but we do find Agaziva, who breaks a tackle, and look at that wear and tear, and that is not good as he is getting tired and hurt, and we do not need that because we need him desperately. As we're dropping back to pass, Rivers wide open. I don't know if that's a linebacker, but whoever it was just got beat right before the first half ended. Second TD pass of the game by Brian Ivy, and we hold them to end the second half and rolling down by 3. But we do get the ball to start the game here as we are going to go deep. Joel Hope beats his man, breaks a tackle on the first play from the second half. Oh my goodness, Fresno State's taking the lead on a deep ball. What a risk, what a reward, and we are now taking a 21-17 lead. As you see the Clemson fans just absolutely mind blown. What just happened there? We were up by 10 with a minute to go in the first half, and now we are losing to start the second half here as the running back breaks a tackle there, but that actually kind of maybe helped us a little bit as they're now facing a 3rd and 8, and they're running it up the middle, and they get it on a halfback draw. That has happened way too many times. They know that we're going to play zone because we can't keep up and bring everyone at every single time as we force another 3rd down and 11 here. And let's see if they pass the ball. They do this time. Quarterback's dropping back to pass, throws it out of bounds there. Did not want to set his running back up by throwing a hospital ball, and they punt the ball off, and we get it. So if we score here, that could really, really help. Great cut back by Rivers to pick up the first down. He's been running very, very well. Offensive line has been doing a great job, even against the defensive line of Clemson. Was not really sure what to expect there as we throw the drag route to McCune here over the middle for the first down, and Ivy has played a heck of a game here for a true freshman in his first college football playoff, and we can't even get off this play. And that's honestly probably one of the biggest bugs that I hate, where the running back can't, get out of the way. I just don't understand why that's still part of the game. He should be able to shift his way away and get out of that. As Brian Ivy's looking, going deep to Joel Hope, and he drops it. Man, he had McCune over the middle with the drag route, but he wanted to go deep, and that's fine. I respect it. And we take the sack here. Not ideal. Second one to Clemson, but it is what it is. We have to punt the ball. Defense has to have another stand here, and they've been playing pretty well. So let's see what happens. We got 3 guys there. He breaks a tackle, but we had 2 other guys right there to stop him. Second down and 10 here, running the RPO, and whoa, my goodness, what a pick by Ellington. Oh my goodness, look at that, putting us on the 29-yard line. Oh my goodness, he won that duel. Wow, he did not see Ellington or did not think that he was going to jump up, and even the fans were like, what a pick. What are you doing? Are we trying to give them the game? And heck, I'll take it all day. We are still playing on Heisman, folks, so this is not, a little easier than you would expect as we run the jet sweep with McCune. He's able only to pick up 5 yards, but hey, that puts us in 3rd down and manageable as the third quarter is coming to a close as we run the out route to Rivers, and he gets down smartly, safely, after picking up the first down. And now we got the fourth quarter here. If we put up a TD, that would put us in a huge chance to win, and we're not able to break any tackles there, especially with Rivers. But it is what it is. 3rd down and 9. Let's pick up this first down. Brian Ivy trips to the left here, drop back to pass, looking, goes over the middle of Jalen Moss, and he makes it 4th down and 1. Do we go for it? We do. What else would you expect from this offense? What are we going to run here? Let's see here. It looks like we're going to put Rivers on a flat route. Let's see if he's open after it. He finds him, hits him, barely picks up that first down, and I will take it. We're able to move the chains, and not only that, but shorten the game up a little bit, especially on that first down and goal play as we get it close to the 2-minute warning here, just running that clock out as much as we can. And look at the shiftiness by Brian Ivy as he pulls back the read option for the touchdown to give Fresno State the 28-17 lead just before the 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter, and fans are going wild. Bettors are going nuts. If you pick Fresno State in this game, you are going to take home a chunk of change. At least that's what it's looking like here as they start the ball on about the 15-yard line, 13-yard line. Good little out route right there. Second down and 3. There's no one for the quarterback here, and he smartly gets down right before the 2-minute warning here. First down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Quarterback drop back pass, looking, throws another out route. Great catch and throw, and he does get out of bounds, so you don't have to force a timeout here. Very next play here, drop back to pass, looking, another out route, and these are just kind of annoying, not going to lie. Because I'm like, just throw the ball over the middle of the field. I'm waiting for you. And they did right there, and nothing happened. We didn't do anything. They picked up the first down. Good coverage, but even better throw, as it is now first down and 10 from the 45. And what a catch with the defender right on his back. He's still able to make the catch. Obviously, they are going to be going hurry-up offense here, with only 2 timeouts left, and they are down by more than 2, or they are down by 2 scores. Quarterback's drawn back to pass, looking, another out route. My goodness. Breaks a tackle there, and he is, oh my goodness, he's able to go all the way for the touchdown. I thought he was going to glitch outside and, run out of bounds, but they are making this a game. They're going to try and go for 2 right here. Oh boy, making it a 3-point game is the goal, and that is not the play to go right there. You do not want to go running there, because I'm going to blitz every single time. As it is now first down and 10, we're going with a running back screen here, but I'm smartly moving Rivers out to the outside here, so he does not get stopped, though. Even though he does catch it and get stopped for a loss, that was a completion, and Clemson was forced to use another timeout. Here we are with another run here. As you see the clock, we're down to 1:15. We're going to hand the ball off here, try and force them with their 3rd timeout of the game, which they do, and now they have no more in the game. As we're going with a flood route concept to the right side, trips to the right, and we're going to put Rivers on a flat route as well. As Ivy drops back to pass, and oh my goodness, someone forgot to guard Jalen Moss. What a stupid idea, or what a crazy concept. Let's just leave him wide open on a deep route, and oh my goodness, 2nd touchdown of the game by Jalen Moss. And I think this might be the 4th touchdown pass by Brian Ivy to give us a 12-point lead with just over a minute to go in the 4th quarter here, and not really smartly throwing the ball in the middle of the field. Now they throw the ball in the middle of the field when they have no timeouts left. Probably not the best idea by Dabo Sweeney, and their quarterback, as he has to spike the ball, forcing a 3rd down and 2. 50 seconds to go here. Dropping back to pass, looking, throws it to the receiver. Again, inbounds, so they gotta, hurry up to the ball. They have to spike it, and let's see how many seconds come off the clock. It looks like they got 4 seconds, 5 seconds that were wasted by throwing it in bounds. So 39 seconds to go here. We're up by 12, 2 scores, and as long as we can hold them, we have the game in the lead. And oh my goodness, what a pick by Maverick Muse, the senior linebacker, icing the game. Let's go. Another interception by this defense. We have just been ball hawks all college football playoff, and Clemson cannot believe that they just drove 3 hours to watch their team get upset by Fresno State. They probably never even knew where Fresno was before this game even started. But that is going to do it. 35-23. The Fresno State Bulldogs are going to the national championship. You heard that right. The Fresno State Bulldogs are going to the national championship. Brian Ivy played absolutely insane for a true freshman. 344 yards, 81% completion percentage, and 5 total TDs. Let's hear it for the Fresno State Bulldogs. They earned it. What a game. Defense did enough to win. And let's see who... Oh, right before we see who we go up against, we end up picking out a defensive tackle, 3-star from Illinois, and a 3-star deep threat from Florida. So that is huge, and the national championship game in 2026 will feature Fresno State and the LSU Tigers from Louisiana. Wow, what a national championship. This is going to be an epic game. If you haven't hit the like, please hit that like button now. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Give us some luck, as we are obviously going with our all-black unis. I don't care if they thought we were going to be home or away. We are rocking these. We are the underdog, and we are choosing. And if you can notice in this game, a lot of the players, there might be a few that I didn't touch, but a lot of them are now rocking black. So instead of like when we played in the Mountain West Conference Championship game, they had white, long sleeves and accessories. I went through almost all the players that I wanted to and changed them to black because I wanted this to look really, really sick. So let's get this game started. I believe this one is being played in Dallas, Texas. No, SoFi. So this one's being played in LA. So this is more of a home game for Fresno State, if you do think so, because it's about a 3.5-hour drive. As now we start the game with the ball here. 25-yard line. 3 receivers to the right side. Quarterback dropping back to pass, dropping trying to dump it off to Rivers, gets hit, but not the best start there. You want an easy completion, as we didn't find one there. But the next play, the offensive line, again, with a gaping hole for Rivers to run through, picks up the first down very, very easily. As Rivers dropped back to pass, looking, and he's got a wide open Jalen Moss, picks up that first down for 26 yards. Wow, that was absolutely huge. Very next play here, looks like we're running the 4 verticals, and we got Agaziva open over the middle and gets smacked. But yes, he does hold on to the ball, and he has been probably one of the best receivers, freshmen, that I have ever played with in College Football 25, and I played with a decent amount of dynasties. As we throw it an out route right here to Jalen Moss's second catch of the day, this one for about 5 yards, and we are moving the ball pretty effectively here against, LSU, except for that. And look at this, Juan Agaziva, he is injured. I don't know what happened there, and that is not good. That is not good at all, because we need him. Like I just mentioned, he has been a godsend for us as we try to throw an out route here, but he gets caught up with the receiver, and we are forced to kick the field goal to go up 3-0. But the worst is not over yet. As you see, torn pectoral, Juan Agaziva will miss the rest of the season. He is out for that game, so we have to sub in Frederick Kareem, who I think will still get his red shirt because he has not been used at all, but he is going to be our Juan Agaziva for this game, as we have to sub him into the slot, and let's see what he can do. I'm sure he was not expecting to play this game, but it is what it is. He was a former 4-star receiver, as we almost picked that ball off there. LSU got very, very lucky that one did not get intercepted, but LSU is now facing a 2nd down and 9, and the quarterback could not get that off, as Isaiah Chisholm sacks the quarterback and is telling the whole crowd he's too small. He's too small. They're not good enough. As they're throwing a screen on 3rd down and 14, he is not able to break that tackle there, and they are forced to punt, which is huge stop by the defense there. As we try to run a screen here, bounces off a defender, and he picks it off. Are you kidding me? What a play by the defender, and he's already waving away the crowd. Like, dude, if anything, your fans got to go home. All of our fans are probably in LA, so get out of here with that. As LSU gets the ball on the 16-yard line, handing it off to their running back here, is not able to break a tackle, loses a yard. Great stand by the defense here if we can only stop him to a field goal, as it is now 3rd down and 11. Quarterback's dropping back to pass. He finds nothing, looking. What? How was he able to throw that? He was getting hit and throws about 35 yards. Look at this. He's getting hit and still is able to flick of the wrist 45 yards, kind of like the Luck of the Irish movie from Disney Channel. Like it. Give me a like if you remember that movie. Smacking that ball into the net after he tries to save it out of bounds. As we're now getting back to the game here, running a jet sweep with Frederick Kareem, the freshman who was redshirted earlier, and he has not played any games for the Fresno State Bulldogs this year, but his number is called and he is needed. As the game is now tied 3-3, 3rd down and 4. We got Rivers over the middle, trying to get down on the ground there, but gets stuck in an animation of tackle, and it is what it is. 3rd down and 2, handed it off to Greenberg, and he is able to pick up the first down, which is huge. We're able to move the chains here. Now we've got a 2nd down and 11. Frederick Kareem almost allows an interception there as he drops it and kicks it up himself, facing a 3rd down and 11 here, throwing it back, and he redeems himself here. What a catch by the freshman, the true freshman. Oh my goodness, what a catch. Very next play here, after breaking a tackle, Rivers, earlier in this episode I said don't expect him to break a tackle, and yet he's breaking him in the national championship game, as Kareem gets into the end zone. Oh my goodness, if you had Frederick Kareem scoring the first touchdown in the national championship game on your bingo card, or you set that bet, you are probably set for life, because that would not have been expected. I would never have expected Agaziva to come out, and the Fresno State Bulldog faithful are loving it, giving us a 10-3 lead with just under 3 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter, as they set their running back in motion, and he is not able to break away from the tackle. Great tackle by our safety there, as they're forcing a 2nd down and 11. But look at this hole. Oh my goodness. Can he go all the way? No, he can't. He gets caught from behind, but what a run by Durham there over the middle. Very next play here, they sub him out, and this guy is not able to do anything with it here. 2nd down and 10. 2-minute warning. Let's see if they're able to pick up the first down, and no, they are not. Oh my gosh, they are sacked. 3rd down and goal from the 22-yard line. Oh no. And they throw it out of bounds there, and now we're able to force a 4th down and goal. They do kick the field goal. We get the ball with under 2 minutes to go here. And Ivy's going to do it himself. Smartly gets down there. And now we are forced with a 3rd down and 3. Will we pick it up? Handing it off to Rivers, and he does not get it. I thought that we did. That is why LSU did use a timeout, but it is 4th and 1, and we're going for this. National championship. It's been our mantra all year and this whole time. And we pick it up. What a run. What a good job by the offensive line, able to give us that hole to get the 1st down. Ivy dropping back to pass. Finds Jalen Moss for 9 yards. Very next play here, going with the flood concept again. It worked really, really well last game. Let's see what happens here as he drops back to pass, looking, finds an open Kareem, but can't, whoa, what? He stops on a dime and torpedo catches that one for the 1st down, putting us down to the 18-yard line. If anyone out there played NCAA Football 06, you know all about that torpedo catch and how OP that is. As Ivy drops back to pass, finds Rivers, and can he get in the end zone? He can, for the touchdown. Oh my goodness, we have an upset on our hands. At least they do for the national news and national spotlight, but Fresno State came in here expecting to win, and they are playing like it. Their fans are absolutely loving it. Just before half as well, only 16 seconds were remaining, and LSU was not able to do anything with the ball as they start with the ball in the second half here, trying to get that running game going. Durham has been a stud if he's able to break a few tackles. Now it's a 2nd down and 10, trying to throw it to him here, and he gets absolutely laid out, forcing a 3rd down and long. Defense running a zone, drops it off to their tight end, and he runs out of bounds, and they got to punt it. Great 3 and out, great defensive stop by the Bulldogs as we're going to Fredericks there, I believe, or McCune, and he is not able to hold on that ball. That was not a good decision by Ivy, but it is what it is. 3rd down and 14. Can we pick up the 1st down again? This would be huge as he's going to go to Frederick, and he picks up the 1st down. Frederick Kareem steps into the Juan Agaziva role, and we are not missing a beat. And look at that, fans even came out with that spray paint dogs. That's pretty sick. As we are now got 2nd down and 11, we correctly run the halfback screen, and Rivers is able to pick up the 1st down here, and that is huge, not allowing an interception like we did in the past here, as this time we hand the ball off to Greenberg, and he's almost able to pick up that 1st down, but we do got a 3rd down and inches. We're going to give it right back to him, picks up that 1st down, and gets us down to the 3-yard line. Very next play here, we're going to hand it off to him. We're going to let him do it himself, and he does. Greenberg scores a touchdown. Let's go, Dogs. Them with the white boy gritty there. I love it. I love every bit of that. Taking a 24-6 lead against the LSU Tigers, and I'm sure the nation is shell-shocked after seeing what is going on in this game. But LSU never says die. They will try to win until the fat lady sings. Running a little halfback draw here, and that one unfortunately did not work for them. Very next play here, 2nd down and 10. Quarterbacks drop back to pass, looking, finds their receiver on the outside. Great catch by him after getting hit. And they do run the no-huddle offense here, as they got to put some points up on the board. And what a throw by the quarterback. Are you kidding me? Again, look at this. He is literally wrapped up. His arm literally gets hit. I don't know how these little glitches are so annoying. This is on Heisman as well, but it is what it is. We gotta roll with it. We can't do anything. We're already up 24-6, so we are in the driver's seat here as they try to throw it, and Chisholm, another interception. He has been a ball hawk all college football playoff. I think that's at least his 3rd interception in the CFB. I cannot believe it. The quarterback for LSU cannot believe it. He's like, who is this guy? What hands on a linebacker this guy had? This is insane, as somehow we're able to pick up some positive yardage there after it did not look that way. There's now 2nd down and 7, throwing it to the corner route of Kareem, able to pick up almost the 1st down. 3rd down and 2. What a cutback by Rivers. Oh my goodness, it looked like he was going to get caught from behind, but he ended up picking about 20 yards there, as now we are just running down that clock. We are chewing that clock every single time because we want to win this championship game, and the less seconds that you give to them, the better. And I don't know how that ball wasn't picked off. That was an honestly very, very stupid play call by Pat Hill or myself, as Kareem is able to pick up the 1st down, and not only that, stay in bounds. So the 2-minute warning does come, and we're running an RPO to the outside here, and Frederick Kareem's going to dive for the end zone, and he can't get it, but that is okay. He puts us down at 1st down and goal from the 3-yard line. Very next play here, 1st down, touchdown. Rivers to seal the game, to ice the game, to put it on ice. Look at him, ice in his veins, and he did just that. 31-6. Our defense has been absolutely insane this whole time, and the fact that we even came up with 2 losses, I don't know what happened. Ivy just came out of nowhere and killed it as the quarterback's dropping back to pass, looking, finds their receiver. We miss him on the hit stick there, and they use their first timeout of the second half. Under 2 minutes to go here. Quarterback's dropping back to pass, quickly throws it to their tight end, is not able to pick up the first down. And again, they're running the no huddle offense here as they're running it. Dropping back to pass, missing the tackle there, McAfee. They pick up the first down and smartly get out of bounds. Very next play here, first down and 10. Drop back pass, looking, and Chisholm puts his hands up, and he does not get the pick, and they get the first down there, but it is okay, as it is now on the 19-yard line. Very next play, can they do anything there? What a catch by the tight end. What a way to change his feet there. First down and goal. They're trying to make a game of this, and we do not want that to happen, as we are bringing the house here. We are bringing the blitz here. Are they able to get it? The quarterback is not able to hit his receiver as he gets hit mid-throw. Finally, we had an effect on that one there, as now second down and goal. And what a play by our cornerback. Oh my goodness, diving right in front of the open receiver, now forcing a third down and goal. Quarterback drop back to pass, looking, and he is sacked. Our 3rd sack of the game, and as you see on that graphic right there, we haven't given up any sacks on our end here, as this is 4th down and goal. This is vital for LSU to score a touchdown. They throw it, picked off. What a pick. Oh my goodness, by Blake, picks it off, and that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, sorry, Ware. His last name is Ware. What a pick by Ware. And that is going to do it. Can you believe it? Look at that. The Fresno State faithful are loving it. They are going to be partying in Atlanta tonight. Fresno State with the biggest win in Fresno State Bulldogs history, winning the national championship. I cannot believe it. Our 3rd year of the dynasty, and we pull it off. Wow, what a game. And to win it in the fashion that they did, only giving up 6 points. Defense did amazing. Offense did incredibly well. And our team as a whole just played very, very well to pick up the national championship. And this is probably the biggest win in Fresno State Bulldogs history, besides winning the national championship for their college baseball team back in 2008. Another crazy underdog story, but that is just how it rolls in Fresno. And we picked it up, and Devin Rivers, respectively, picks the player of the game, 2 TDs. And if you have not liked this video already, I know you're waiting for me to watch the national championship and win one. We did. Hit that like button if you are still watching, as it is, as we check out the stats here. Brian Ivy, 15 for 23, 65 completion percentage, 2 TDs, an interception, not the end of the world, but Devin Rivers did it all. He averaged 6 yards a carry, 73 yards. Again, we're playing 5-6 minute quarters, so that's pretty impressive. And Frederick Kareem, in my opinion, probably should have gotten the player of the game, because he stepped up, a 70 overall. I just realized that. He is a 70 overall. He had 1 TD. And there it is, our national championship. We have done it. That was the whole goal of this dynasty. And I know I said we're going to play until we won the national championship, but no, we're going to keep playing. But let's take a look at the college football playoff as a whole here. We played against Charlotte 38-17, then went up against number 1 Clemson 35-23, and then Fresno State beat LSU 31-6 for the national championship. But let's take a look at our season stats here, as Brian Ivy almost hit 5,000 yards, 46 TDs, 19 picks, but a great freshman year. Devin Rivers, 710 yards rushing, 15 TDs, and Greenberg, 220 yards, 4.6 yards rushing on Rivers and 4.2 on Greenberg, respectively. Receiving-wise, we are going to miss Jalen Moss. Unfortunately, he is a senior. Juan Agaziva did break 1,000 yards before he did come out. And then you had Joel Hope with 805 yards. So we do have some good receivers on our hands moving forward. As we now take a look at the defensive side of the ball here, Nate Chung racked up 18.5 sacks. He is a freshman middle linebacker. That is insane. And we had White with 8.5 sacks and Chisholm with 7.5 sacks. And respectively, Maverick Moose had 3.5 sacks, but he led the team in picks with 9. Chisholm with 8, Ware with 4. But that is 17 interceptions by our middle linebackers. That is insane, at least in my opinion, as we look at our players leaving in the offseason, and no one left early, no one transferred. I get it. We just won the national championship. Why would you want to leave? As Ernest Green, our left tackle, was picked in the 1st round, and it looked like Jalen Moss was picked in the 3rd round. As we're going to the offseason recruiting here, we picked up the defensive tackle 4-star, as well as a 4-star left end from Bakersfield, California, the Valley represent, and a cornerback, which is a 4-star from California as well. So that California pipeline is rolling as we picked up another cornerback, but this one from London. I don't think I've ever had a recruit from London. As you see, our top recruiting class, we had a top 5 recruiting class, 2 5-stars, 19 4-stars, and 4 3-stars. So honestly, a great offseason recruiting as well, and that is going to bolster our roster as well. So I'm super stoked about that. As now we take a look at the training results, Brian Ivey has jumped up to an 88 overall. That is one heck of a jump for him. And our running backs, we have 2 90 overall running backs, Greenberg and Rivers. Wow, we have an offense that is firing. Alan Dimke's an 85. Agaziva jumped up to an 85 as well. Figueroa's an 81. Joel Hope is only an 80. I don't know why. And we have a bunch of receivers below him that the lowest is in 76. As our tight ends are 79 overall. We look at our left tackle, 83 overall. Look at our left guard, 83 overall as well. Center is 85. Right guard is an 86. Right tackle is a 79. So not bad. Left end's an 87. Our highest overall is what I'm just showing you, a 79 left end. Defensive tackle, that is an 86 overall. 84 overall middle linebacker, 87 overall middle linebacker, and 87 overall right linebacker. Our corners are pretty stacked, honestly. 84, 84, 79, 78. Free safeties is 76. McAfee, as well as 84 overall Higgins, and our kicker moved up to a 78. And this is what I want to show you guys. I'm super stoked about what we're going to do moving forward. I recreated the Pac-12. I did it. I hated that the Pac-12 left and they all went to the Big 10, Big 12, SEC, whatever it is. I brought it back and put Fresno State in there. I'm going to make it a little more difficult for me to see how we perform in the new created or old Pac-12, and we're going to go from there. So that is what I'm leaving you guys with there as we take a look at the preseason top 25. Again, if you guys have liked this episode, if you have loved this series, please leave a like. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new, and we will see you guys next season in the brand new Pac-12. But that is it for Teeds. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.